All right, tomorrow is tax day. You may have already filed, but for those of you who have not, there are big changes this year you need to know. Our tax expert, Doug Snyder, here with us this morning to explain what's new. He's a certified public accountant, a tax advisor, and a board member of the South Carolina Association of CPAs. Thanks so much for being here.
Morning, Mel.
A big title, hard to fit it all on the screen, but thank you so much. Always good to have you. Let's start with the federal IRS. A lot of people, unfortunately, wait until the very last minute. What if someone doesn't have all the information they need to file their return today, or maybe they just don't have the time to do it today?
You don't need to rush. In other words, you don't have to compile everything because you can't extend. So there's one form that you can extend. You can do it several different ways. You can do it online. You can do it by phone. You can also do it by paper. So you're able to file this one form to the IRS that really extends it all the way to October. So it gives you 6 months to really compile everything.
I was going to ask, how long is the extension for?
Yeah, it's for 6 months to October 15th.
Okay, fantastic. Does filing the federal extension cover the state income tax? And there's kind of something different this year.
That's right. No, you also have to file, normally you would have to file a state extension by the 15th. But in South Carolina this year, the Department of Revenue has already automatically extended everyone.
Okay, and so that is new this year. And why did they do that?
It's new because typically, or in previous years, we conformed with the federal tax laws. So we would take like one number off your federal tax return and compute your South Carolina return. This year, some of those deductions and exemptions are not accepted by South Carolina. So you're going to have to make some changes from the federal return to the South Carolina return. So they're giving time to really get that straight before you file your returns.
Okay, and the big question, do you get more time to pay if you owe?
Unfortunately, no. The clock starts actually immediately. You really are supposed to pay all your taxes in. So if you're spending time trying to gather all those forms, you really ought to just sit back and try to figure out if you're going to owe something, because you really want to try to pay something now so you're not going to owe something later, because the penalties run on what you have not paid. Yeah,
I was going to say there's kind of like a little bit of a math equation to kind of determine what you're going to owe and what you'll be penalized for.
That's correct.
What is, I guess, the biggest piece of advice that you have for somebody sitting at home right now and they're like, I'll just file the extension, or maybe someone who's feeling a little stressed?
Take a breath. Again, you just file that extension, so at least the one thing, the extended filing, you're not have to worry about. But really, if you do need to look through it, it's about if you're going to owe something. So try to figure out at least a reasonable amount you might think you owe. If you think you owe, pay something. If you don't think you owe, then you file the extension, then take the 6 months to get your tax return paid.
Get all your affairs in order. And of course, there's a lot of help out there. What are some helpful websites that you want to point people to?
The IRS has a website. It's irs.gov. South Carolina has My Doorway, which again has a lot of good information. And then I have a website out there also.
And I said, are you going to get people calling you today? And he said, yes. So
there will be people.
You've got a busy day, though. You're not going to be up till midnight. So Doug Snyder, thanks so much for joining us, and we wish you the best of luck today.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you.
Stay with us. We have a lot more to get to here on Good Morning Charleston.